welcome back. My name is My Hectic Life Pets, where we talk about all things pet and pet related. And today we're continuing our cat problem series with why your cat scratches and how you can keep them from destroying your furniture. So cats will actually scratch for several different reasons. Some of it is to stretch and exercise and get that good back stretch, and some of it is to help sharpen their claws and remove that outer cone layer of nail. Another reason cats will scratch on furniture and other items is to help kind of spread their scent around your house to let any other cats or animals know they are there and that it is their turf. Cats being extremely territorial, they will leave their scent using their paws and scratching on furniture as well as rubbing up against it. Now, aside from wrapping all of your furniture in plastic, here are some tips to help keep Kitty happy and from destroying your furniture. Tip number one is to have a lot of scratching posts, different types and different textures, to really keep your cat interested. Now, to help with enticing your cat, to help make them motivated to scratch on those surfaces versus your couch, there are actually a lot of catnip products out there that you can add to your scratching posts to help really jazz it up and keep Kitty excited about it. There are catnip oil sprays. You can actually put real catnip, although I prefer personally the catnip sprays because they don't leave catnip all over your carpet and house. So there are all different types of cat scratching surfaces. There's wood, sizzle rope, carpeting, and cardboard are the main ones that you will see available in stores. Now, with cat scratching posts, you really want to make sure that your cat scratcher is weighed down enough that when the cat goes to scratch on it, it doesn't fall down on them or come loose towards them. A lot of the cat scratching posts that I see in stores don't really have a wide and sturdy enough base for your cats. And if your cat does go to scratch on them, the post is going to fall towards them. If the post does that, then the cat's not really going to want to return to that scratching post, making that scratching post useless. You really want to make sure that you are getting proper scratching posts that are sturdy enough for your cat so that they are far more motivated to use that. Now, for protecting your furniture, I like to have multiple scratching posts near all of my furniture that I really want my cats to stay away from. I do share my home currently with 3 cats, and I have scratching posts everywhere. I try to strategically place scratching posts around my furniture so that my cat has the proper option. Another way to help motivate your cat to go to the scratching post versus your furniture, there are a ton of sprays out there that are cat deterrents. There's boundary sprays and cat repellent sprays that give off a scent that cats tend to not like to be around. Another thing you can try is most cats do not like the smell of citrus, so you can try using citrus smelling cleaners on your furniture that is appropriate for that furniture. I have leather furniture, so I tend to use leather furniture cleaning supplies that are lemon scented to deter my cats from scratching on my leather couches, and then I have the catnip spray on my scratching posts so that they will be encouraged to go to the scratching posts and discouraged from going to my furniture. One thing you want to remember when you are getting scratching posts, besides getting one that is sturdy and trying to get multiple scratching posts with different types of surface areas for them to scratch on, you also want to look for different heights. In my house, I keep a couple of scratching posts that are very tall, as well as low to the ground, like cardboard scratchers that they can lay on and scratch and knead at all day long if they want to, while not having to get up. Another thing you can do if you're trying to keep your cat from scratching on a door into a room that you want to keep them out of, there are motion detectors that will spray a puff of air if it detects an animal or someone coming near the area. Now, these don't have a very large range, and they are a little bit higher in price. The main ones that I've seen range from about $50 to $100, so they are a little bit more on the expensive side. But if you're trying to keep your cat out of a certain room and they tend to scratch at the door, which I myself have had a problem with, then these tools can come in handy. The puff of air will frighten the cat. After a couple of tries of getting into that room, they won't really want to go into that area anymore after a few times of getting sprayed with that puff of air. It doesn't hurt the cat, it just spooks them away from the area that you don't want them in. Now, if you have a cat that is just really adamant about scratching on everything, then there are a few other options that you can have. There are products like Soft Paws and kitty caps that after you trim your cat's nails, you can place on their nail, and it will basically act as a barrier where they can't really actually scratch into any surfaces. And depending on how fast your cat's nails grow, they can last anywhere between 2 to 6 weeks. They also come in a wide variety of colors as well as clear, so you can make it look like you gave your cat a manicure. Another thing you can do to your cat to help prevent destruction of property is to make sure that you are keeping up with trimming your cat's nails. Now, I personally don't actually like to trim my cat's nails unless they are elderly and unable to take care of their nails properly themselves, because with some cats, trimming their nails can actually encourage them to scratch on surfaces more. Cats' nails are very different from ours and from dogs, and they are like layered little cones. So when the cat's nails seem dull, they will scratch on surfaces to keep trying to pull those layers off until they have a nice sharp nail left. So trimming their nails can be a constant battle. They're going to continuously scratch and pull those layers off until they are able to really scratch again. Also, when you are trimming your cat's nails, you want to make sure that you are trying to trim it so that they have a smooth surface, because leaving jagged edges can actually cause the scratching to do more harm than if you had left the nail alone. People do tend to go back and forth as to whether it is better to be trimming your cat's nails on a regular basis or if you should leave the cat's paws alone. I tend to be on the team of letting the cat be a raw cat and letting them do their own thing and take care of their own nails. Because in my experience, if I trim my cat's nails, they tend to scratch on things more, but every cat is a little bit different. In the case of elderly cats that are unable to properly groom themselves, then you definitely need to trim their nails and keep up with that. My cats groom themselves very well, and I find their little nail sheaths all the time in their scratching posts, and they are constantly just ripping them off. As I said, cats' nails are very different from dogs or our nails. Our nails grow out and just continuously grow, where they are getting layer, where you might find what looks like a cat nail in your house. It's okay, Kitty's nail didn't just fall off, that's just a sheath. That's just one layer that they ripped off or used a scratching post to pull off. If you do decide that you want to go with trimming your cat's nails on a regular basis at home, then you do want to make sure that you try to avoid the quick area. The quick on a cat's nails can tend to be a little bit elusive. It is going to be more of a pinkish in color when you are trimming their nails, and you definitely want to avoid that. The easiest rule of thumb is to look where that nail starts to kind of curve and point and just trim that little tip off. As I said, cats tend to groom themselves and take care of their nails pretty well, so your cat's nails should never really be out of control lengthwise. So cat's nails tend to be kept typically pretty short on their own, making it easier to accidentally nick their quick when you are trimming their nails. And when you are trimming your cat's nails, it's always a good idea to have a thing of styptic powder or a styptic pencil in case you do quick the nails to stop the bleeding right away. So if you have a cat at home and you have any more suggestions on how to keep cats from scratching on furniture, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. And that's all for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I post new videos every week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!